Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Hi, this is Darla Ledoux, founder of Sourced, and welcome to today's video where we'll be exploring what level of structure do you need to feel secure in your business. I love nothing more than supporting transformational leaders and service-based entrepreneurs to bring structure to the way that they work in their business. When you have structure that supports how you hold your work and your clients in that work, it allows you to relax and sink in to the work while also showing up more powerfully and more potently. Now, each of us has a different degree of structure that we actually need to feel comfortable and confident and secure in putting our work out there and going forward with our work. And the issue is that a lot of times we're not aware of how much structure we actually need. I think about my client, Helen, who I've interviewed about this before. She came to my retreat where I was helping people plan their retreats, right? My first book is called Retreat and Grow Rich, and I did that work for many years. And she came to the retreat because she wanted to have all of her content planned out before she started marketing this retreat. She was feeling nervous about, was it going to deliver the transformation she wanted? Would she know what to do and what to say in order to make this happen? And so she came to get that clarity. And what she actually uncovered in the retreat, because I don't do anything cookie cutter, right? We're not putting you in a box. We're actually giving you options to explore to find what resonates most for you. And what she discovered is that actually the level of structure that she kept trying to create was making her feel suffocated, and it didn't actually bring out her best self. So there was some part of her from the past, from hearing other people teach, watching what other people were doing, that said, in order for this to be real, what I'm offering, I need PowerPoints and workbooks and exercises and agendas and da 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 da. And what she discovered is that's not actually how she's built to operate. And so even though, we went through the process of setting her intentions for each day of her retreat and what the transformation would be for the client from day 1 to day 2, day 2 to day 3, to hold some structure in the container, we didn't actually plan everything out in the way that she had thought that she would. And in fact, we ceremoniously declared that was not what she was going to do, because that does not make her her best self. So I want to come back to this question of how much structure do you actually need? So I find that most people are actually confused about the amount of structure that will make them feel secure. And they actually, just like Helen did, they set themselves up to stop themselves from moving forward with whatever their belief is about structure. So, on the other side, in a recent small retreat that I hosted, one of the women, when we talked about structure and we were going to create structures that would support you in being in flow in your business, and as soon as I said structure, she went, ugh, and she started to panic, right? Because to her, the idea of structure meant no freedom. It immediately meant I'm going to be limited by these structures. And for her, by the end of the retreat, what she actually discovered is limiting herself was going to bring her more freedom. First of all, limiting her market was going to allow her to charge more, which therefore would bring more abundance into her business, which therefore would allow her more freedom of expression and travel and all the things she wanted to do. But it also made it easier for her to be creative within the boundaries, right? Um, there's this study that shows that kids, when they are in a yard with a fence, will explore the entire yard. And when they're in a yard with no fence, they actually stay right by the door, right? So the structure actually creates more freedom to play and to explore. And so that's what she realized, right? So we have one client who realized, actually, I've been trying to make structure and I don't want it. And one that said, I've been resisting structure, but actually it serves me. And they're opposite. But the thing I want you to note is that each of them actually held a belief that was the opposite of what was freedom to them. Their belief was keeping them stuck in this pattern of struggle and striving. And so, what do we do when we don't actually know how much structure we need? Because let's just assume that you don't, right? If you're thinking, once I get this developed and that developed and this developed and that developed, and the hurdle always seems further apart, I'll launch my group program when I already have da 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 and this and that, and right? And it keeps moving, most likely you don't actually need all that. And the choice to move forward with less structure is going to make you come alive. On the other hand, if you're someone who is not wanting any of that and you keep pushing yourself forward, just do the thing, no structure, fly by the seat of your pants, right? Like, I'm in total freedom. I'm going to do a different program every week and have a different audience and something different, right? Then that is the thing that's limiting you. And you're probably looking for some solid structure and support in that. So, what a couple things I recommend. The first thing is to start to question your assumptions about the amount of structure you need. The second thing is to understand that knowing how much structure you need is not going to come from in here. It's going to come from in here, from your sourced knowing. The third thing is you can take our sourced magic quiz. The sourced magic quiz shares what your magic is, the way your inner knowing works, and that can help to guide you to know what actually is right for you in terms of the amount of structure or lack of structure that you actually need to come alive, right? So we're taking it out of this head analysis, because the head is going to like crucify you either way, right? It's going to judge and say, oh gosh, why do you need all this? You should just move forward. Or it's going to judge and say, stop trying to rush it, like take your time and make, but it's always going to be accusatory in some way, right? But when you bring it into your magic, like, what does your vibration say about, where does your vibration feel best? What level of structure makes you feel best vibrationally? What levels of structure makes you feel best in your body? What level of structure lights your heart up because you get to be free to love and support your clients without letting in too much junk? What level of structure allows your channeling to reach the right audience? What level of structure allows you to ideate and brainstorm for people who are actually going to take it and run with it? By the way, when I'm saying these things, I'm referring to the sourced magics. So take the quiz, because that's going to help you understand what I'm talking about here. There's a level of structure that actually supports you being in your magic without causing unnecessary procrastination, or without having you just leap without a net in a way that paralyzes you, right? These are opposite ends of the same coin, that don't actually lead to magic. So check out the quiz. The link is below. And please let me know what's coming up from you as you engage with this conversation. What level of structure feels supportive to you? What level of structure feels confining to you? And then bring that to your soul, bring that to source, and say, how true is this? And is something else available here for me? Let me know what you discover. I'm Darla Ledoux, founder of Sourced, author of Shift the Field. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.